very little because of the diet that they sell all stupidity all over the world. Fungus doesn't care about sugar, meat, dairy, no. This is just a stupid tale that runs all over the world. That's why I studied a lot. I have 2 diplomas, philosophy, doctor in medical doctor, oncologist, internal medicine specialist, but I don't like to see people die. You have to do, because this is the protocol of the cemetery. The protocols of the cemetery. Mamma mia! You know, one time I was like that we go. I will make a shot into the prostate cancer of a guy from Phoenix, Arizona. Very good, very clever guy. So I was running because I had another appointment. He told me, Tullio, but you are running too much. Listen, you know that I was banned. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. He looked at me and said, that's why you can heal people. The system is so oppressive, so false. No, so oppressive, so false. It is like an army. They are like an army. They are bandits. Completely. Not the poor doctors that don't understand anything. They just obey. They are taught to only prescription. But the top level scientists, they are dishonest because they know. There are many types of candida. We can say that all the fungi that invade the human body are candida. When we say Aspergillus, Fumicatus, Parapsilosis, Japonicum, they are. And I was used to cure psoriasis with the iodine tincture because I figured out I went there because I want to demonstrate that I was a fake. This is what is he doing? But at that moment, that day, the God beat them very strongly because when they did the colonoscopy, the tumor in one day shrunk like that. It was maybe one-fifth of the previous size. So sodium bicarbonate is very effective. There are cancers that you can reach directly. You can get rid of them in a few weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Let's say breast cancer, neck uterus cancer, and bladder cancer. I saved many people that many patients that had to be cut off of the bladder. And for the skin cancer, you can use iodine tincture, as I did for the psoriasis. Then you have tumors, very difficult tumors like the mesothelioma or pleural metastasis that usually have 0% survival in conventional oncology. I get rid of them in a couple of weeks, almost totally, because they cannot escape in the pleural space. But usually, anyway, sodium bicarbonate helps because it's a very big poison against the fungi itself. We are worse than the medieval age. So that was 1500 is the beginning of the Renaissance. We are worse because the weapons, the power of information that the ruler have now is incredible. Yet they say all stupidity all over the world. Fungus doesn't care about sugar, meat, dairy, no. This is just a stupid tale that runs all over the world. So we have to focus on the life. In other words, how a person, our patient, loses his energy. Because if you continue to lose energy more than you can recall, you get ill. So you have to balance, you have to think about your life. When the doctor comes, it is too late many times. 90% of the illnesses are not, cannot be cured by the doctors. So be careful, because the medicine conventional medicine made a good job until the 60s, because we need antibiotics, also we need symptomatic drugs when somebody has a pain, we need surgeons, traumatology, anesthesiology, we need everything, but we are stacked off now, because we are in the mud now, so we cannot wait 1 millennium to discover new things. Otherwise, we can speak the diet. Look at the cancer. Sugar feeds the cancer. Meat is bad for cancer. But why? I give to my patients tons of white sugar. This is the best, because it gives energy and the patient doesn't have to spend energy. You don't have to make people prisoner. They have to think of their own health by ruling their life. Fungus is a predator. So the predator has someone or something to eat. Okay? We are predators. Okay? If you eat a chicken, if we eat a chicken, we eat the chicken. We don't eat what the chicken eats. We don't eat grains, worms, something like that. We eat the chicken. The fungus eats the patient, the tissue of the patient. It doesn't eat what the patient eats. It's a predator. So it doesn't care what the patient eats. The more the patient is starving, more he's aggressive. It becomes more aggressive, because when patients don't eat properly and abundantly, they get weaker. At first they gain somehow health and a smart aptitude, but after that they smash down. When I see people coming from USA especially, where fanatics they are vegan, that came to Rome, she was like that. What am I doing? I don't say what, diet. Eat whatever, I told her. Stop following stupidities. Irritation is one case, but one of the first concomitant cause of the cancer are the medicaments, drugs, that make the organism weaker. Drugs for the diabetes, for heart failure, or hypertension. These are the real biggest concomitant cause. If something happens, the first thing to do is to escape from the oncological hospital, because they have no idea what is the cancer. They start to promise what if they have no idea? Understand me? Because they just repeat a litany that is there. It's very difficult to get rid of Candida with the diet, because Candida doesn't care about the diet. It is a false theory. He gets used, he can eat 1 kilo of sugar per day. You see, I was taking now a cafe latte downstairs. I told her, can I take sugar? Yes. There are bags, tiny bags, that is difficult to focus. I put 30 bags into when I make continuous sacrifices. You cannot be free. No, this is very, very heavy to do what I say, but you have to be free to choose whatever you want, but you have to balance what you need. Compared with your life. For instance, if you go dancing during the night until 6 o'clock, there is the risk of a brain tumor. There is no diet, there is no environment, there is no psychological problem. There is just a problem of lack of energy. You have to remove yourself. You have to sleep. You have to eat properly. Proper means to avoid saturated fats. These are the enemies in the world diet. Always saturated fats, because they make the glue in the vessel. When the vessel and the circulation become acidity. So they are making now the top research in oncology is to fight against the acidity. And I tell you this is false route. But in the meantime, they investigate the way the anti-acidic drugs work against cancer. At the end, they say the most powerful anti-acidic drug against cancer is sodium bicarbonate, because they think to use sodium bicarbonate as an anti-acidic substance, but it works because it's antifungal drug. So they don't know. There is the power. There are the politicians. There are the dishonesty. You know, human beings. I don't blame them. But because we are in the medieval state. But I cannot kill people in Rome because I was banned there. I have the license in Albania. Now I'm suspended because another problem with the institution. But I hope to get back in the Albania, yes. But I have colleagues that do something for me. For instance, the selective arteriography in Rome, the catheterization of the cavities. I cooperate with clinics, for instance, in Serbia, Belgrade, where I can operate women or men for the soft tissue, small breast cancer irrigation of the cavities. I can do the catheterization of the artery of the brain, carotids, that is it's risky, it's very complicated in Buenos Aires. So people come to me and I send them where I can do my procedure. But everything is secret, because the medical association are like the round of the health. Sitting here and have an interview with me so that we can inform people for other ways to cure cancer, to treat cancer. Thank you.
Грибы занимают доминирующую роль в развитии онкологии. То есть, кто немножко знаком с работами Симонтчини, это доктора-итальянца, доктора-онколога, который лечит такие заболевания, как рак молочной железы, рак мозга, рак простаты, рак кишечника, рак легких с помощью соды. То есть, конечно, интересную роль. То есть, она дает